The priest presses a button, and the body is launched into a cremation device. Thus concludes the service. There are sandwiches. Hello, welcome back to The Offer. I am here with my co-host Cesar. Cesar, how you doing?
Hey, buonasera, everybody. How are you doing?
What? That went through a lot of that changed a bit.
I'm a multicultural person.
Multicultural fun all around. Yes. And in the future, all of those cultures will be blended together anyway, which is what we're here today
all of them.
To do.
Yes, because today, this wonderful evening, we are introducing you to the magical and fantastical world of
Cyberpunk. We'll work on that. So the
Cyber Steampunk.
Careful there. You watch it out. We're not going back to the 19th century here.
We're not. We're just gonna do Cyberpunk.
We're doing Cyberpunk. Now, there's a lot of great Cyberpunk stuff out there, but we're doing this because Cesar and I are
to come.
So,
yes.
Yeah. Cesar and I are unabashedly nerding out day by day about Cyberpunk 2077, which if you don't know about, go check it out. It deserves all of its hype, we think. We'll find out if it ever comes out. But we're pumped about it. And so we wanted to play around in the Cyberpunk genre because we're thinking about playing around in the Cyberpunk genre. And we think it's a good genre. So whatever Cyberpunk means to you, that's what we're going to do. Super excited.
Yeah.
Cesar, you have anything else to add before we just get into making some stories?
Live and let die.
Live and let die. You can sing it along to the tune of this. No? Okay. All right. Here we go.
Sure.
This is The Offer.
Let's begin this episode with the most boring question possible. How's the weather?
It has just here turned to that delicate, crispy fall evening air. Like, the days are still a little warm, but after the sun sets, it feels like fall. Like the leaves are crisp and the air is equally crisp. You know, like...
Okay.
And everyone immediately we have all run to our sweaters. We are so excited by that touch of chill.
Okay. I got an offer.
Oh my god, all I did was ramble and you have an offer. What's the offer?
That touch of chill.
The touch of chill.
Yes. It's a cloudy evening, as every evening in Delta City. The people of the populace are walking around, going about their lives and doing their jobs, their corporate mandated jobs, as if there is no tomorrow.
They have been instructed that this sudden snap chill, this sudden frost that they discovered on their window panes this morning was nothing to be alarmed of. It is just an odd weather pattern, an errant gust coming down from the north. But one man thinks it's something else.
Meanwhile, in the central corporate weather and temperature
studio
studio office, the head scientist is about to have a mental breakdown while he's looking at a bunch of charts and numbers that go red, and that can never be a good sign.
It just seems like the fronts have been reversing their direction. We've been seeing a grand scale sequence of weather configurations that is statistically impossible. Yes, sir. Hello.
Dr. Fahrenheit.
Dr. Celsius. Hello.
Yes, we have a. I assume your your metrics show the same thing that my metrics are showing.
The patterns, they're impossible. Isn't that right, Dr. C? It seems
They're
as
supposed to be, but they are, Dr. F. They
They're-
should be impossible, but they're not.
They're
I mean, they are, but they happening. Yes.
Yes, it's sir, what suddenly a loud noise comes across the line and the line goes dead. Dr. C? Dr. Celsius.
Fahrenheit. Dr. Celsius is left alone in his laboratory, looking at the charts and thinking about how he's going to explain this to the overlords.
There is a knock at the door. His assistant comes in. Sir, there.
Yes, Jeremy, just come in. What do you need?
I just wanted to let you know that there were some people who came by, and they seem kind of unhappy about something. They left a message for you. It just says stop. Did you know what that means?
Oh. No, I don't. Please leave.
Well, but you said you were going to explain this to me.
No, everything's all right. Please close the door on your way out and lock it.
But Dr. C, okay.
Jeremy, please go.
Okay.
As Jeremy leaves and closes the door, he hears the firing of a gun inside the room. Dr. C committed suicide.
The next week at his funeral, Jeremy sits in one of the pews and looks down and sees a man in a black hat hiding most of his face. Sorry, are you I can't quite tell. Are you Dr. Fahrenheit? Or I've been wanting to ask if maybe you know something about why Dr. C did this.
What? I'm sorry. I fell asleep. Yeah?
Oh, sorry, Dr. Fahrenheit. I recognized you from the broadcast, and
Yes, me and Dr. C, we were close collaborators. Yes.
I was just wondering, did you talk to him at all before this happened?
Jeremy, right?
That's my name. Yeah. And you're Dr. Fahrenheit.
Whatever you think you know, leave it alone.
That's the thing, sir. I don't know anything. I just know that something's not right. And
whatever you think you know, you have to let it go. This is bigger than both of us.
Up at the front, a priest comes out to give the final benediction before Dr. C's cremation. Let us all bow our heads in recognition of the passing of this great climate terrorist, for his failure to...
Jeremy, shut up. Don't say anything. Just play along.
For his failures, he has passed from this life. The shame was too great.
Amen.
But that's not... What he said? He said...
Jeremy. You're gonna get a both in hot water.
Farewell, terrorist. And the priest presses a button, and the body is launched into a cremation device. Thus concludes the service. There are sandwiches.
The next morning, Jeremy is reading the holographic newspaper and finds the news that Dr. Fahrenheit was found dead in his apartment.
What? But no, Dr. Fahrenheit. I need to call. Okay, I need Celia.
Celia, private eye. Good morning.
Celia, I think I need your help. There's something I know I haven't, I know I don't know much, but there are these two people I was trying to work for, and they're both dead, and they were talking about the recent, chill in the weather. Could I come to your office?
Sure.
Later, at her office. So, as you could see, I think there's something like really suspicious going on. They're both, they both passed away really fast, and they were both looking into the same pattern. So, can you help me?
Look, Jeremy, I may just be the secretary to the best private detective in town, but I've seen my fair share of things. All right? And I'm sure that my on-the-job training will be very beneficial to you. I just want to put that up front.
I've heard that you're the reason the detective is so good. I want to hire you, not the detective. I don't trust
Detective Dinglepop?
Detective Dinglepop. He's an idiot. You
Yeah.
have single-handedly saved his firm.
Well, I don't want to brag, but yes.
You don't have to brag. Everybody knows it.
Not Detective Pop.
Well,
but
Detective Pop doesn't know
alright.
what, he couldn't tie his shoelaces if they couldn't tie themselves.
So, yeah, the chill. I've heard rumors on the street about the chill, but I can't talk about it in this place. There's bugs around if you catch my drift.
Okay. Meet me at the diner.
Yes, let's have a date.
Okay. Before heading out for her date, Celia goes in to speak to Detective Dinglepop. And he's got a cigar. Celia, we got any clients? Are clients around?
Oh, clients? Of course not, sir. You've solved all the city's problems.
Thank you.
We ran out of problems in the city.
I am so good at this, aren't I? So Celia, I think you should scram. You should go home, kid. You're done here, huh?
Of course I will, sir. Now about that promotion that we've been talking about.
Well, see, I just don't know that it's in the budget, and I'm not so certain about your long-term standing as an employee here. It's like money's kind of tight.
We're the best private detective agency in town with. We literally ran out of crime for you to solve.
Sorry, did you say we? I mean, it's my name on the door there, Celia. I made you everything you are, huh?
Detective Dinglepop, you named the agency after me. It's Celia Private Eye. It is literally not my name on the sign.
It's a marketing thing. You're more approachable. But look, I'll think about the promotion if everything stays, above board. If we get our corporate sponsorship that we've been working for, we're trying to get that name to also say, the weather.
And Globex.
Yeah, Globex. We're trying to get Globex branded
Globex.
above that. If we get the Globex branding, I think we could look into that promotion, huh? But anyway,
I sure hope you think about it, sir.
here's 10 credits. Get yourself something nice, okay?
Wow. I can hardly contain my excitement. Thank you very much, sir. I'll be seeing you tomorrow morning.
Yep, I sleep right here. I'm just gonna drink myself into a stupor. See you in the morning.
Enjoy it. Celia and Jeremy meet in the diner. It's there are almost no customers. They're sitting by the window.
Celia, so I found this file. I'm gonna slide under the table to you. Both Dr. Fahrenheit and Dr. C were looking into Globex, and a recent project that they've set out, and it seems like they were looking into a weather manipulation system, but all the information about it's been deleted real suddenly.
Look, this is extra official, all right? But this confirms the word on the street.
What is the word on the street, Celia?
Globex, you know the I mean Globex, they've been manipulating the weather for like 50 years already. Everybody
You guys
knows
want any
that.
more bean juice? Huh?
Yeah,
about it?
I'll get it green.
Okay, green. You want the green? Okay, that's good. Do you want caffeinated or decaf? Calf or decaf? Calf or decaf? Calf or decaf?
Decaf.
Decaf. That's good. I always go calf, and that's why I'm like this. Okay, and for you, I'll just have a red, just a red decaf, please. Oh, red.
red.
Okay. I'll have to brew that up special. We've run out. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay.
I didn't get you for a thrill seeker, Jeremy.
Well, it's my heart actually. It's
I see.
it's running a little too low, and so I have to
Yes.
pump it up.
Yeah, red juice is. You always need to keep the red juice up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what can we do?
So here's
What-
the thing.
Yeah.
This new weather manipulation device they've been working on. It's Let me put it this way. I don't know how bright you are. I know you're an intern, so I'll go slow.
Hey, I was top of my class. I'm only an intern because there's no jobs left in this town.
There's no such a thing as a top intern, Jeremy. So please re-listen to me.
I mean, just as a quick point of clarification, I mean I was top of the graduating class at which I studied, and then as an intern, I've been trying to do my best, but somebody keeps knocking off the people I'm working for. Go on, Celia.
Have you noticed that their names are Dr. Fahrenheit and Dr. Celsius? Have you noticed a common theme there?
I just thought they were both descended from really famous scientist families.
They've been working on those were, look, I can't say much, but they were pseudonyms. They weren't their real names.
I feel I've been lied
All
to.
right.
I'm sorry, Celia. I didn't know that.
Well, you work for Globex, so I'm not surprised.
Okay, and one green and one red. There you go.
Thank you. Yes, Matilda, now that can you please bring a cheesecake for both of us?
Sure thing. That sounds great. I'll be right back.
No natural cheese, all right? We want the manufactured cheese.
We only sell the synthetic. The natural stuff is
Oh,
too expensive,
synthetic.
and it likes it just it has that crumbly no
It does.
no good. Okay,
No good. All right. Now,
both
before
bo-
she comes back,
Yeah.
I need to finish this and leave.
what?
All right?
You're gonna bail
I
on
need
me?
to leave.
You ordered cheesecake for both of us. You're gonna make me eat 2 pieces of synthetic cheesecake?
Yes.
It gums up my digestion. Something terrible.
Trust me.
Okay.
They've been developing a new unit measure for temperature, and they messed it up. They inverted the values. So now whenever it should be hot, it gets cold. And whenever it should be cold, it gets really, really cold. And it increases exponentially. It's just going to keep getting colder.
Is there some? We need to tell the press. We need to tell somebody.
No, you do. Here she comes. Goodbye.
Thanks for the cheesecake, Matilda. It's
She places the 2 plates of cheesecakes. Oh my God! Don't tell me your girlfriend left you.
she just she got a little cold. That's all. So
Oh, I see. I'm starting to get chilly too. I hope it's just autumn's coming.
yeah. Autumn and August. When we return to
Feel the chill.
Feel the Chill. When we return to Feel...
A cyberpunk adventure.
When we return to Feel the Chill, a cyberpunk adventure, will Jeremy get to the bottom of this unit conversion? Will he manage to find why Celia's run out on him? Will he make it through that cheesecake, and what will it do to his digestive tract? Find out right after this word from our sponsors.
One, two,
Very good. Keep going. Keep going.
One.
You can do it.
2, 3.
Yeah. Yes. Good job. Fantastic.
Oh, wait. 4.
Oh, wow. You've been studying, huh?
And that's about it.
Well, those are most of the numbers that you need to know, right? So I think you've done an excellent job. You've really acquired the language really well. And I really think you're ready.
Does that mean I can graduate Harvard now?
Harvard is so glad to give you this diploma. To be honest, we've already stamped it for you right here.
Are you worried newly graduate students are not leaving their universities with the best level they can achieve?
It keeps me up at night, John. I'm terrified all the time.
That's why we've got the internet.
John, tell the people about how the internet can help them. Just really help them understand what it's going to do for these graduates, John.
Well, it's simple. Even a Harvard graduate could understand it. With the internet, you can access any knowledge that has been created by humankind.
That's how I learned all the things that keep my husband with me.
Exactly. Even the kinky stuff.
Even the kinky stuff. The internet, good for the kinky stuff and for the business stuff.
The internet.
The internet may cause problems related to societal distress, unease, and uncertainty.
Use Facebook under your own responsibility.
Welcome back to
Cyberpunk. Chilling adventure?
The Feel of the Chill, a cyberpunk adventure.
Yes.
When we last left, Jeremy was left with cheesecake and possibly digestive troubles. Celia had split off into the urban night. And everyone is wondering, will we get the units back where they need to go? And will Globex's terror be discovered? And why does Jeremy drink red? Find out in the thrilling conclusion of The Touch of Chill, a cyberpunk adventure. Here we go.
A month has passed, and the temperature has been dropping so low, the usual foggy nature of the city has been cleared out, and they have a constant snowstorm.
Jeremy forces his way through banks of snow, turned black by urban junk, and comes to the office of Celia's, but instead above the door it just says, just with a marker crossed off, Dingle Pop Detective Agency.
He opens the door.
Hello? Is Celia still... Hello? Celia?
Oh, hey, it's me, Mark.
Hey, Mark, are you Detective Dinglepop? I've never met him.
No. That's the boss.
Okay. So you're the new intern.
Yes.
Several frustrating minutes later, after extracting the necessary details. Okay, thanks, Mark. I'm gonna go see if I can find Celia. You really need to drink some red, just so you know. You are way down here, and you gotta be way up here. Okay?
Okay. Have a nice dingle day.
Before he has finished saying it,
here.
Jeremy is out the door, racing across the slippery streets, and he comes to a nondescript apartment complex, and presses a button on the intercom. Hi, I'm here for Celia.
What's the best white basketball player?
Cheesecake?
Password accepted. A door opens.
He races up a set of
slams
stairs.
closed right behind him.
He races up the stairs, and he comes to, apartment 2A and knocks.
What do you think about contemporary poetry?
Cheesecake?
You can hear the the sound of a number of locks being unlocked. Come in.
Hey, I don't think I've met you before. Okay, sorry.
Shh. You see that chair over there?
The what over there? The shadow over there?
That chair over there.
The chair. Yeah, okay, I see it.
That chair over there.
Where are you from, friend?
Shh.
Okay, sorry.
Sit on the chair over there.
Okay, I'll sit on the chair over there.
We get a funny one. He closes the door, turns off the lights, and Jeremy's sitting there waiting for God knows who in the almost completely dark room. He hears a voice. You'd better stop whistling.
Okay.
It makes you more attractive to crows. Jeremy turns around and sees Celia.
Celia, wow. This is a big fortress you got going on here. It's been a long time.
Well, I've been working around. I didn't get that promotion, by the way.
Well, I saw that. You've left. You've left Dinglepop. I think that's a very smart choice for you.
I didn't leave.
What happened?
I had to leave.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. What happened?
What do you think happens when you uncover some dirt on the largest corporation in the Western Hemisphere?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm here about. I'm sorry. I think I have what we need to take him down. I've been looking into it on my own.
Jeremy, we've talked about this. You have to let it go.
He pulls out a file. Look, I've been going over the data, and I think I've isolated where it's coming from. Because the patterns...
Jeremy, I don't want to know. Please don't tell me.
No, but Celia, listen. Listen. Here's what I figured out. Globex is hiding this because Globe Y wants to know.
Globe, why?
Yeah.
They're in charge of Asia. What would they want to know?
Because it's in their interest to see Globex go down. Not that they want to take over the market.
Wait. You're telling me that Globex is not responsible for this?
It was a collaboration, and Globe Y wants to stick it on Globex. He goes into a 15-minute breakdown of a corporate espionage sequence so complex and convoluted that we, as members not of that world, can't quite process it. But it boils down to, okay, so essentially what we have to know, Globe Y...
Say no more.
Okay.
Say no more. Let's meet at the convergence point tomorrow evening.
Well,
we need to get this done.
So I think we have to drive there together because it's about 1.5 miles outside of the city. And I have planned out a route that will take us past the corporate checkpoints. You see there? Okay. Celia, you're the one who can help me with this to break this story. I can't do it on my own.
You didn't tell me what the convergence point was. The Globe Z headquarter?
Well, they're just a shell company. You see, they were just created. There's not really anybody in the building. They were just created to front the collaborate. You see what I mean? There were the two X and Y made Z. It was like they thought it was very clever. They're not very smart over there, corporate.
What are their corporates? They are as evil as they are ignorant. And they are incredibly evil. Later. the next day's evening, Celia and Jeremy are in a crackety old car, an old 2086 model. Jeremy's driving. They have no heating. They're freezing inside the car.
Yeah, the heat conked out a couple of weeks ago. It really.
We really need to start paying our interns something.
Well, paying the interns. Yeah. Sorry. What does that have to do with the heat in my car not working?
Okay, because you couldn't afford fixing the heating, Jeremy. Jesus, you're gonna die an intern.
I'm not your intern, okay? Everybody keeps calling me their intern. I'm not your intern. I'm an independent contractor now.
Of course you are. They arrived at the convergence point.
That was fast.
They break in they go through their back door. They walk in.
It's just an empty building. It's literally there's nothing inside.
Empty building, 3 cubic kilometers of emptiness.
Wow. Do you see how they painted on the windows to make it look like there was an office building inside here, but it's just empty? Like they wow. Brilliant.
A trapdoor opens and they both fall. They appear in a dark room.
Celia, you okay?
Suddenly, they turn on the lights.
Celia, are you all right? Are you all right, Celia?
Yes, I'm all right. I think I broke my elbow, but I'll be fine.
Okay.
They hear a sinister voice through the loudspeakers. So, the intern has brought his prey.
What? Yeah.
What?
Where are you?
You're working for them now?
I don't think I am. I thought I was under the impression that I was working with you to take them down. Are you working for them? Are you an intern?
I was fired. How can I be an intern? Well, it seems like the interns are having a very fruitful conversation.
Are we both interns for Globe Z?
They start looking around the room, trying to find an exit, and they find an unlocked door. In the background, you can see the voice. He keeps talking corporate nonsense. So the convergence have begun with the merge and
Jeremy and Celia limp down the hallway, looking around. They see banks of monitors with detailed information, but up ahead there is a door marked with a cheesecake.
A cheesecake and the words "No interns allowed."
Celia, I think that's where we need to get in there. Come on.
Yeah, that's like Jesus. These guys, oh my God, corporates.
Corporate.
Right?
I don't know how they took over everything. Okay.
They open the door and they see an old man in a 3-piece suit connected to a bunch of computers.
Welcome. Hi.
So it was you, the voice on the loudspeakers.
I sound different over the loudspeakers. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
You sound equally demented, but yes, it's the tone. It's different.
It's a filtering device. You know, we developed it a couple years ago. It's great. It was developed by corporate.
How much money did you spend developing that?
That was something to the order of $1.5 billion, depending on how much R&D you include in the relative shareholders amount. It's something like a trillion.
A trillion credits?
Something like
for
that.
For voice filtering device that works on an empty office.
Yeah. It was a big hit in the committees, you know.
Jeremy, are you listening to what he's saying?
I'm not. I've stopped. I've totally tuned him out. I'm over here at the computer, and I'm. Look. Okay. So, here it is. Here's what it is. He's the.
Meanwhile, the corporate just keeps talking to himself.
So the thing about the shareholders
nonsense
that needs to be understood is that they have a vested interest in the success.
Yeah. So you see that glowing button, Jeremy? I think that it must have something to do with the weather machine, or.
It's passing through him. His brain's been hollowed out by the unit's flopper. That's why that's all he can mumble is corporate jargon.
Yes, of course. The weather disparity in the units is the direct reference to the corporate jargon. It does absolutely nothing useful.
Exactly.
That's why it keeps getting cold.
That's why it keeps getting cold. It doesn't have a check of reason. It just has sort of drive. So I think if we disconnect him, the unit flopping will shut down.
Well, yes, but you see this, they have a... It's very hard to disconnect the corporate from the corporate machine. Everybody knows that.
Well, I have here the magic thing that turns corporate people into hippies.
I knew you would keep the cheesecake.
Yeah.
They forcefully shove a perfectly shaped slice of cheesecake into the corporate's mouth.
And this is real cheese, you corpo rat. Oh no, not the real cheese.
He starts foaming out of his mouth, convulsing. His hair grows. He's got a ponytail.
Yo, man, that was... Real cheese is so much better than synthetic cheese. We're living in a cage, man. As he's saying this, he disconnects the variety of wires that are running to him. Outside, there is a rumbling. The winds are snapping in sudden shifts as the temperature rapidly adjusts. The 3 cubic high building begins to sway under the pressure of having nothing inside of it, and outside the pressure changing very rapidly. Celia,
Jeremy,
we gotta go.
Have to leave.
Yeah.
Yes, now.
Now. They sprint back to the trapdoor and look up.
They leave behind the newly appointed hippie man who's still rambling nonsense, but this time is eco-friendly nonsense.
And this is why we just really got to get involved with nature. Oh, and by the way, there's a rope over there, synthetic fibers. We can take the rope up. Do you see that? There was, it's woven together from an oil petroleum.
Jeremy and Celia go up the rope. The hippie cannot because it's synthetic and he wouldn't touch that garbage. In his own words.
It burns, it just doesn't. I'll stay here. You guys go. I'll stay here. Bye. I'm going to meditate.
Okay. Let's get out of here. They climb up the rope just in time before the whole building implodes under its own weight.
They sprint to the door and Jeremy reaches back and pulls Celia out behind him so that she makes it outside of the building as it collapses. Well,
Once
Celia,
the dust settles, we can see a horrifying scene. A rainbow. Jeremy, what is that?
I saw reference to it only once. It either means the whole world is going to get flooded, or that it has just recently rained.
Let's hope it's number 2.
I think also, what it means for us is that we don't need anybody. You wanna open a firm with me, partners?
Well, I've been looking for an intern.
I quit.
That should be the title. Jeremy gets no respect.
I get no respect. And that was A Touch of Chill, a cyberpunk intern adventure. We will be right back after this to break that down a little bit. It was a fascinating ride. Fascinating. We are The Author.
was a ride, wasn't that, partner?
We always say that was such a ride, like, because it always sort of
a
feels
journey.
It always feels like, yeah, like sort of when you get out of a roller coaster and you're just like, whoa, like, so. In what ways do you think that was cyberpunk? What were the things about that made that cyberpunk?
Well, there's the mega corporations, the multiple mega corporations that are identical.
Yeah, they're all just like shell corporations of each other. I did a bit of a cheat where I was just like, he explains it for so long that it makes no sense to anyone else. Like we outside of the world can't understand the corporate legalese. So that, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it was very corporate. We leaned hard on the corporate side of Cyberpunk.
We did.
That most Cyberpunk stories don't.
Right.
It's always like it's the evil corporation. That's about it. It was like very corporate in our our world.
Yeah. It's a theme on the offer that somehow pulling someone out of like a corporate world or making them a hippie is like it happens a lot. It is thematically repeated frequently.
Did happen. Well, it happened once before,
yeah.
But it was a hard precedent.
A hard precedent. Yeah, and I think
what do you think?
Well, that the problem was coming from like technology gone wrong, like technology overwhelming something. Like to me is like a big theme in sort of future stories is that like our power backfires, right? Like that, and that we don't know how to deal with the consequences. That to me is what made it at its core the most cyberpunk.
Yeah, and isn't like a sudden thing. Like they've been tampering with the weather for so long. They're gonna mess it up eventually.
Exactly,
and they did.
Yeah, the inevitable fall of that like grand power, is
hubris.
The hubris. So,
yeah.
And then what was my favorite moment? The like, I don't know, the reincorporation of the cheesecake was fun. Like that was what was necessary to turn him into a hippie. That was like a really fun moment. I liked the big empty building as we were like they enter it and it's just like, because that was like weird, but I could visualize like just like
the literal
warehouse.
Definition of a shell company.
Yes, exactly. I loved that. That was really fun. What was your favorite moment?
I like the corporate just spending a trillion credits on something that nobody uses.
Yeah,
like it's absolutely no use.
Yeah,
because that reinforces the way this corporation works is like they just do random stuff.
It's out of control.
No rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
Yes. Like these guys, they've been working on the weather machine and they just kill them. Right? It messes up. They kill them. Like and they just go like they don't fix anything. They just like. Yeah. Get rid of, they just cover their ass, right? That's a very corporate attitude.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
When the solution was actually very simple and they probably knew about it, but nobody did anything.
Right. But like the solution was also kind of like it would call attention to itself. Like you could solve it. Yeah.
You're going to lose face.
It's fascinating.
But that's a very corporate attitude. Like we can solve it, we can save the world, but we're going to look bad.
Yeah.
So, nope.
Just leave them there. Yeah. Yeah. Cool stuff. And that you refuse to give Jeremy full partnership. I wanted that to be a happy ending for those two. Come on, you jerk.
I think Jeremy quitting is a happy ending for him.
Hold on, I got that in data. You've fallen out for a second. I got that only in data sounds. What did you say about Jeremy?
I think Jeremy quitting is a victory for him.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Because in my mind, at least it meant like doing like now we're gonna start a company. We're going back into the company lifestyle. Yeah,
I guess. But like as two people starting a company as partners, I think that's I have a soft spot for that. But I do see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well,
I don't know.
Any last thoughts on it?
Celia is the kind of person that she was looking for to be the boss.
Yeah.
You can't be the boss if you're partners, right? You need an intern. You're like, hey, everyone's been calling you an intern. You might as well be.
Yeah.
And Jaren's like, nah, I've had enough.
Okay, cool. Any last words before we wrap it up?
It was fun. these duo episodes we do, they're very different in their own special way, and I enjoy them.
I do too.
It's a nice change of pace.
I think we discovered like 2 or 3 different really good things that we can do. Like the one that comes to mind is in the ad break this time, as I mentioned to you, like that we sort of like found a way to play that we haven't been in a while. Because I think, you know, we make this thing because we know each other well and we work together well. And it is its own thing. It's like a really fun thing that we get to do together. So I really appreciate them. Thank you for making this podcast with me, Cesar. It's a lot of fun.
Likewise, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
And I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Could you imagine me just surrounded in equipment alone, just like improvising solo? Yeah.
You're gonna look like that corporate guy,
Yeah.
surrounded by machines, just connected to your microphones.
This one can hear my brain. It's amazing. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all I can imagine is that you would have no website.
I have
That's
no
the only
website.
change in that alternate timeline. That's it. You have a co-producer called Meezer.
Meezer. Yeah, we never
Lizard.
we never gave the corporate loser a name. Anyway,
He has no name. He's a corporate cog.
corporate cog.
And then I think it's funny that then he became an environmentalist cog. He was always a cog.
Yeah. He had been emptied out. He had nothing but, he had nothing but blabbling.
It's a little bit of, social commentary. Like, hey, if you're not really if you don't think by yourself, it doesn't matter what group you belong to, you're going to be used. You're going to be a tool. So, hey, take it as
we make smart, powerful stuff. We are
thoughtful.
We've got our
deep.
finger. We've got our finger on the pulse, and the pulse is beating. So
yes,
think about that. And while you think about that, subscribe to us on the YouTube and on wherever you get podcasts, and on our Facebook. And someone stop me. And on our Twitter, and on our Instagram, and or everywhere.
TheOffercast.com.
TheOffercast.com, the best website of any CD-ROM. Okay.
Best website.
Cheerio. Thank you for listening to The Offer. We'll be back next week, beginning our series of spooky October episodes.
It's gonna be spooktacular.